Tauruses. Hope you're having a lovely day. I am, honestly. I've been having a lovely week, really. Been a lovely few weeks after a long, dark pit of hopelessness, to be very drastically honest. It's also almost 4 in the morning. So this will be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I also am trying to keep these cards to a fair minimum, so I can do more work with these cards today. So we'll see what they say. What's that Eggman song by the Beatles? That shit's coming on in my head. Okay, so I think that's good. Also, I am running a contest. If you watch the Synchronicity surprise video from last week, you will understand the entire process, the rules, the stipulations, what is the, the actual contest itself. All that in that video, so watch it. I'm extending the contest because nobody's gotten it right. Nobody. So, God fucking damn it, Taurus. You would do some shit like that, though. What the hell is this? You pissed me off. Oh, but it's interesting. I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, you know what? Fuck y'all / me for being so goddamn motherfucking needy all the time. We're doing fine. It's so funny. I feel like I like to watch other tarot readers. And obviously I watch for Taurus like most of the time. Sometimes I'll listen to like all sign videos and stuff like that, but I just feel like Taurus, it's always the same thing lately, and it has been for months. And at first I was just like, I don't resonate with that at all, This is work life and stuff. But the thing I was thinking about is how money's always coming up, and how, or not even money, but like new opportunity, new phase of life. These cards are about finances, work, career, etc. Right? We got Balfagor. I don't even know. He has come up before, but it's been a long time since I've seen him, so I don't really remember what he is. But it's just funny. I feel like Tauruses, for as typically confident as they are, I do feel like we require a hell of a lot of reassurance. Like a lot. And I don't care. Most people either just understand that about me or also need reassurance. So I don't see it as something as a big deal, but it's, I think it's just, we're coming to a point where we're finally not getting over that, but just needing less and less because we are getting really confident. So I have a feeling this reading is not going to say anything new. And if it is new to the readings that I do, it's going to be very similar to the ones that I've just watched in the past 2 days. I can tell you that much. I can just tell already, especially with the cards that I'm looking at face up. Oh, amazing. Really, truly amazing. Really, really amazing stuff. Oh my God, guys. I'm excited. And then who knows what's going on with our money and shit, but okay. And then so special messages. Eternal love. I just did the Aries reading, and they started with ancestors and ended with eternal love. It was very sweet. But we're picking up where we left off there. It'd be so cool if I had one cohesive message. That'd be so fun. See how we all work together, yeah? Okay, so these are going to be channel messages as always, and I've got 2 here, and I'm going to leave them until we get there so we can kind of explore more. I'm trying to make these short because it's fucking 4, but this looks like it's going to be a lot, to be honest. So, cheers. Up top, we have the star. I love that, especially as I was joking about how much reassurance we need, despite being confident. It's time for us to really step in to our true selves and sort of take the spotlight. I almost said for once, I feel like people, okay, maybe I am conceited, even though I'm not going to get into personal, but you get it. Some people perceive me as conceited or egotistical. That's fine. At the same time, it sounds dumb because I'm literally on a YouTube channel right now, but I tend to stray away from the spotlight, right? I can do one-on-one, I can do camera work all the time, but if there was actually people watching me, I'm not sure how well I would do, okay? I'm a stage fright person, right? Despite what this would seem like. And so I think the star has so many meanings in particular for us right now. I think that is a big one where we have to really take the spotlight again. We have to become the star of the show. I don't know about y'all. I'm pretty sure I do know about y'all. Tauruses, being the generous, loyal lovers they are, very quick and very easy to prioritize the ones they love over themselves. And in our minds, it sounds like the right thing to do. And it sounds like a very noble thing to do. Noble for my day ones. It's honestly, one, probably not that healthy. Two, not really going to get you very far. Because you have to put yourself first. And then it's like the oxygen mask thing on the airplane. You know? And the mom's sitting next to her kid. And the pilot's like, well, the flight attendant's like, please secure your mask before securing anyone else's mask. Thank you. And mom brain is like, no, my kid comes first. I have to put my kid's mask on first. But guess what? If you run out of oxygen, your kid is not going to help you put it on. So fuck them kids. I'm kidding. That's not my point. My point is not that they wouldn't do it, but maybe they couldn't. Maybe they couldn't reach it, or they didn't know how to do it, or they panicked because you're their mom. You have to put yours on first. Only so that you can do it for them. So, Taurus dumbass, beautiful heart mind ass, okay, just, for sure. Now is the time to stop doing that. Now we gotta put our masks on. Double entendre there, because yes, I hope you're all wearing your masks. I sense also could be Aquarius season coming up quick here, just a few days away. I have plans, okay? I've got shit going on behind the scenes, which I wouldn't even mention to anybody, really. But this is our time, right? It's how all sorts of fun stuff during Taurus readings. Got a lot of shit going on behind the scenes, got a lot of stuff planned, a lot of stuff coming. A lot of it is going to happen in Aquarius season because I'm scheduling my shit, you know what I mean? You know? So I know that for me, at least, this is Aquarius season, especially because my moon is in Aquarius too. So I am like really in on that Aquarius energy. Okay. But I also think it's the being the star, right? And technically being the star, it's also a surprise. So this whole process may surprise you. Personally, no surprise for me. It's if anything happens, it's going to be a long time coming for me. No matter which direction it goes in, I feel like it's not about the surprise element right now. It's really more about the other things, the timeline and the stepping up and letting yourself shine, right? But hey, shit, maybe we got something coming. All right, so with that 10 minutes spent on one card, great. We're off to a really good start here. Oh, I didn't know what was at the bottom of the deck, and I was just thinking about it, and it's like so cute because it's the universal hexagram. And unicursal hexagram, not universal hexagram. I just think that's really precious, especially with eternal love. There is someone very special in your life, most likely, very much a loving, perfect partner kind of thing. It also might be within yourself, and part of stepping into yourself is connecting both your feminine and masculine sides, right? Being in union with yourself, not being in two different, I just said no matter what the outcome is, it won't surprise me, because part of me is like, oh yeah, I expected that to happen. And the other part of me is like, oh yeah, I expected that to happen. Okay? Two different directions. So it's really going to be about accepting that it's a surprise and coming in and just compromising with yourself. Or you have a hella dope partner. I'll say that. Okay, so it could even apply both, but if you're single, this is about you and, literally marry yourself kind of thing. But it's also like, if you are seeing someone with someone, even if you're already married and know this, it's just an affirmation or a reminder that your partner is fucking great. Okay, so now a bunch of piles. There is like the two big piles here. Well, this one's big, this one's not. And then there's extra piles over here. But right down here, 2 baby, and I'm all about them synchronous of twos, okay? Peace and change. Make peace with the fact that things are changing. And also 2, technically maybe not necessarily an angel number, because angel numbers are usually 3 or 4 numbers, but at the same time, maybe double-digit numbers are angel numbers. I don't actually know much about angel numbers. You get what I'm saying. I love synchronicities. 2. I like how it's like an X and an 8. Because like the X here would almost indicate like leaving something out, blocking something, but also peace being that X. It's like a peaceful transition or a good thing. And then the 8, of course, on its side becomes an infinity symbol, which is what this really is. The snake eating itself is an infinity symbol, but it looks like an 8. And then I wonder, like, X would be 10, and then 8. Plus 2 and 2 is 4. And it's 404 right now. So, I love that. That's a lot of numbers to throw at you. I'm thinking 18 would be of the most significance. If you are 18, happy birthday, even though it's not Taurus season. Tomorrow is the 18th, right? We were referencing Aquarius season. We could be talking about the 18th. Could be 18 people. I don't know why I just thought that. Maybe make a list of the most important 18 people in your life or something like that. That seems a little dramatic and kind of fucked up, actually, so I take it back. But something about the number 18 here. All right. But also just double 2s and good vibes. Peace and change. Make peace with things that are changing. Understand that nothing is permanent. Embrace the unknown. Embrace the surprises instead of always trying to prepare for them like I already did. Right, I'm going to go with the smaller pile. Princess of Cups. You're really trying to get your mind right. Okay, I struggle with it. I just started the reading with that sort of hopelessness or whatever the fuck I said, you know what I mean? We're really trying this time, right? We don't want to be a pessimist forever. This glass needs to be full, okay? We're not doing this half-empty bullshit. Not even halfway bullshit. We're looking for a full fucking glass, okay? So, really putting in the efforts here. Really trying to open up more, right? I love that. Immediately after that, 10 of Wands, oppression. Okay, maybe it's not going well. Maybe in your mind, you've made this decision for yourself, but in your heart and in your emotions, right, you're kind of not really there yet, if that makes sense. You're still maybe really stressed out. You still maybe really depressed even, or feeling very held back, like you're suffocating. Just that kind of like super intense energy, which surprises me because I feel like I guess this could be me, but I also don't notice it or feel it because I'm very much in the Princess of Cups zone. So this might be sneaking up on us, sneaking up on ya. Something that comes in and out, even. And then we have Queen of Swords. I got mother energy from this immediately, even though Queen of Cups is usually mother stuff. But there could be something going on with family that's keeping you in this state. Now, I'm not blaming your mothers because you could be a mother. And it could be like you fighting with your kids is stressing you the fuck out. It could even be that the mother person is in the stressful situation and it's weighing on you. And I guess it doesn't have to be mother at all. It could be any air sign that you're dealing with. More likely a female air sign because air is in the masculine. And so if we were talking about a man, it would present itself as such. Because we're not an air sign. Logic, I guess. I don't know. Something going on with this Queen of Swords. Somebody really could even just be like trying to give you this energy too. You know, like an air sign. Someone who thinks they have more power than they do. Someone who, I mean, it's high conflict here. Okay? And honestly, it's not that it isn't coming from you, but there's this clear, definite outside source. Alternatively, if you are actively feeling this and not seeing it as this weird surprise, like, oh, what is that? Like I did. If you're like, oh, no, yeah, I feel that. Then you might be this Queen of Swords in a sense that you're lashing out and you're causing conflict and you're taking it out on other people. Been there. I get that. But either way, whichever situation you're in, we're pretty much all in the same boat at this point. There's not a whole lot of variety in these stories. Cause and effect, and vice versa. Okay. And then Seven of Swords, futility. Walk away. It's not even worth the fight. Fuck 'em. Right? Bye. Who cares? Pointless conflict. No need for that. No need for it. Doesn't matter who they are. If you need to cut them off because they're making you feel this way, or even trying to make you feel this way, even if it's not working, then it's honestly it's not something that you should be fighting for. It's something that you need to remove yourself from. Even if it's your own behavior, you need to remove yourself from the situations in which you're lashing out, right? It's just seclude yourself in a sense right now. I've been doing it and I'm having great results. So it could easily be another person, especially an air sign, but it might also just be your reaction to it, depending on your situation. If you're in a high stress situation, it's more than likely your actions. If you're in a pretty low stress situation, then it's probably someone else. Okay, so we have on top Three of Cups, abundance. Great, love it. That's the thing. Let it flow. Don't let anything get to you, and don't allow them to stop you, right? Abundance. You've manifested it and you're receiving it, okay? Truly, like feeling it. Queen of Wands. That's the type of energy we want to see. A passionate, capable, strong, fiery woman. Or whoever, but yeah, you get it. Could be an evolution from the Queen of Swords, right? When you start to see your results and you start getting what you want, you become a lot more sound, a lot more stable, a lot more in control. Or same for that other person, where once they see you get what you want, all of a sudden they become warm again. We'll see. However it plays out for you. I'm getting more us for this energy, but it could even be a third party fire sign, right? Lots of female energy here, though. Four Swords, truce. Okay, so I am sort of sensing that there might be a conflict that is not worth resolving now, but may get resolved later, or is in the process of getting resolved. If it's three different people, of course, it's like you've won by having your own thing. You know, like this person, it didn't work out, but this person it did. So you can just be content with it. And really, in the long run, this is what's going to help you bless up. 3 of discs works. Could be third party and all 3 people are showing up. Right? It's kind of an interesting thing. But 3 of discs works. It's very stable, very balanced. I really have been liking the idea of this being 3 sources of income. I know that it can represent, as I said, 3 people. It could be a living situation, 3 people in it. It could be 3 things you value or 3 things that make you feel wealthy, right? Any way you slice it, it's stable and it's beautiful. And yeah, I like it a lot. Okay. 10 of Cups. Satiety. All right. You have it all, or you're getting it all. I feel like there's stuff going on, and then there's like, not necessarily future cards, but again, it's like this surprise, but not a surprise. Right? Prioritizing yourself, and when you do, this is what happens, or what is happening because you finally are. You have it all. You get it all. I mean, yes, your cup overfloweth. Okay? Immediately after that, though, Prince of Wands. You're going from Queen of Wands energy to Prince of Wands energy. Now, if you decided that you are these queens, right, or at least this one, we don't necessarily want to see this Prince of Wands, because that would indicate a little bit of regression, moving backwards, becoming less in control, right? Could also be a child in a certain capacity where once you have everything, maybe you decide to have a baby. Okay. It's not that often I would associate the Prince of Wands, but because it was the Queen of Wands, the Prince of Wands, and satiety, it felt like maybe that is when you'll feel complete, but you won't want to do that until you have everything. Like, you need to have the house and the job and the car and whatever. And once you have everything you want, you can add that. Okay. If it's not a kid, I don't want fucking kids. This ain't no fucking kid for me. Something could trigger you, or you fall off in a sense, right? And once you have it all, you start to act like you used to, kind of thing. Or apply that to the third party that we were referring to, where they, or if it's the same queen here, they step up when they see you winning. But once you have it all, they start acting up again. They start throwing a fit, being a bitch. You know what I mean? So it's like, can you trust it? Worst that could happen, 5 of Wands, strife. It's not the 10 of Wands, all right? It's like, it is what it is at that point, right? Same as if it's a kid. You're going to be like, oh, I guess I did not enjoy this as much as I thought I was going to enjoy this, but it's okay. It's manageable. It's fine, you know? So whoever the queen and the prince is, they're definitely associated, I'm sensing, but it may not end up being as fulfilling as you want it to be. It may not bring you the happiness that you expect it to, okay? Life is full of surprises. And then 2 of Wands, Dominion. So eventually, I think, which triple 2s, we got 2, baby, yes! And it's a 4-1-4, well, it's not anymore, but I love that. Okay. But the 2 of Wands, Dominion. So it's going to be about coming together again. You know, like, that seems crazy. I don't know if this is a romantic thing, or if it's a business thing, a friendship thing, a family thing, right? If it is son and mother, obviously that would be the relationship that it's referring to here, right? Being together anyways, in spite of it, you know, not giving up on it. If it's a romantic relationship, then I see it like moving forward, you know, and ending up being kind of long term. Even if it's a friendship, I see that you cannot pull, like, the emotion is just such a bond that you can't pull it apart, in a sense, where you basically just be putting up with it for whatever reason. Very interesting story, and it's very easy to apply it to so many situations the way it's been presented, where I think it was all wands and swords. There was like 2 disc cards. No, 1 disc, 2 cups, and the rest are wands and swords. So I think it's a pretty clear-cut message. It's pretty clear on who's who for you, right? But yeah, I'm keeping the 2 with the 2s. I fucking love that, dude. But also then we got X's when I do that. That's funny. I'll put the 18 in the middle. Yeah. 181. Or 28. Yeah, it could be 28. Anyway. Okay, so this isn't long. This is already very long. I am so sorry. It's 25 minutes. God damn it. Okay. Sorry, my makeup was bugging. Sorry, my makeup was really bugging me. I did it all. Okay, Taurus always gets like the scoop, but I did like, you can't even see it on this camera, but it's really like a bunch of blue, and it's really cute because I'm doing Grateful Dead, you know, blue and red. I just, yeah, I went all in. I liked it. And I did it because, low-key, I've been doing themes for the Zodiac readings. And this week's little theme, I'm doing band t-shirts, but I'm wearing the band t-shirts based on the band people's zodiacs, which the Grateful Dead was really hard. I checked so many birthdays before I found out that Bill Kreutzmann, one of the drummers, I'm pretty sure, you know, is a Taurus. May 7th. Yes, he's a Taurus. So, hence why Taurus Day got the Grateful Dead, okay? It's cute. I liked it. I liked this theme. Really cute. All right, so over here we have the Chariot and the Knight of Wands, okay? Sticking to this Wands narrative, right? Could be the same person presenting in both ways, but keeping the royal energy, or the one in charge, okay? We're not doing princess here. We're doing knight, so that's a good sign. That's things going back up, or it could be a whole new different person, right? This might be for ladies and situations with ladies, and maybe this is for a situation with a man. Could be separate, but it could apply to both. I am sensing a lot of different people in this reading right now, like here's you, here's them, here's the other, and the kid, and then, you know, the husband, so to speak. But yeah, it's paired with the Chariot. So the Chariot is Cancer. We could be dealing with a Cancer. Kind of doesn't really fit with the rest of the energy, but that's what I mean where I say this might be a whole new thing. There might be a lot of different kind of stories going on, but we're trying to work it all out, right? No stone left unturned. But the Cancer card being the Chariot, all right, so you're on your path, smooth sailing. There might be some hiccups along the way, but you're going to keep going no matter what, okay? And then the Knight of Wands, fire, right? So passionate, get the flames going. Look at him. He's riding in and he is ready to go to battle. He's already kind of mid-battle because he's feeling very inspired in a sense. Some find him a little reckless just because the nature of fire is quite reckless, but I love the Knight of Wands. But it could also be a fire sign, and again, could be this fire sign if this was a fire sign for you, okay? We have, in the pile next to it, 4 of discs, okay? Love that for Taurus because it's really having a handle on things, really taking control. 4 things you value the most, right? You got them. Money, drugs, bitches, liquor. No, I'm just kidding. Come on. We're not even that materialistic. You know, whatever keeps you at your throne, you've got it, okay? Princess of Swords. All right, we've had a lengthy discussion about these prince and princesses. We don't really need to talk about this, but again, this shit is not good. This air energy might be coming back through, all right? And of course, the queen can't be represented the same twice, but at the same time, that could have been the princess and this could be the queen. The situation, rather than developing, could be regressing, but at the same time, if it was a high conflict situation, we would like to see it reduce in conflict. The thing is, the Queen of Swords is just more calculated and more concise, whereas the Princess of Swords is kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just charging forward and swinging this thing, right? In the sense that we could be referring to the conflict itself, okay? It could just be that the conflict is getting less and less, okay? But it also might just be a little pettiness, a little sharp tongue, a little bit dipping into the bad side of Taurus, okay? Or some air sign. We have the Fool. It's a journey, man. You got the Chariot and the Fool right here. I mean, I love that. We're really going places. We're really getting it going, too. Open arms, open mind. Open wide, open road, open times, okay? 422 Earth Day. I love that, especially with the twos and shit, okay? It's a journey, and we're ready for it, right? And the thing is, healing is also a journey in the sense that, yeah, you might have moments that you relapse and start fucking getting aggressive again or whatever, you know? But at the same time, you move forward and you keep going, you continue on the path. It doesn't distract you like it used to. Six of Swords. Science. It's all worked out. No more conflict. Resolution, for sure. You went from the Seven of Swords, futility, pointless conflict, no end in sight, no resolution, to Six of Swords. Everybody's working together to have a fucking religious experience, okay? Hell yeah. It'll all come back together again. And then Prince of Cups, okay? I really feel like some of y'all are trying to have kids. Personally, I'm saying baby free forever, all right? But I do feel like if some of you want to be mothers or fathers, I should stop associating with mothers so much, but if you do want to be a parent, I see that working well for you. And the thing is, it's funny because earlier I said I don't usually associate the Prince of Wands with babies, but I do associate the Prince of Cups with babies. So you got that scenario and then this one where it's like, yeah, okay, you might want that, right? It might even be a creation rather than a procreation, right? Where you're making something, building something, working on something, and you're about to give birth to that, where it's going to be a whole new journey within the journey, right? This was all leading up to this moment where everyone's working together. And then from this moment comes this Prince of Cups where you're really establishing something and starting your next move, basically. So I'm seeing a very positive journey for you. I feel like we'll get a little bit of career in there, but I do feel like this was a lot of personal relationships, a lot of interacting with one another, and possibly inner work. But the Aries reading I did was all inner work stuff. This definitely feels more like dealing with others right now. And it's funny because when we do reflect back on your actual situation and not your personal relations, it seems like things are going very well for you, which might honestly be why there's so much conflict around you, because it's a challenge and it's supposed to catch you off guard and it's supposed to really test your limits here. Prince of Cups, right? So again, it's the next step, the next journey that comes from this. Or parenthood, if that's really what you want. I don't know. Goddamn devil. Okay. So currently Capricorn season. That's cool. Fellow earth sign, right? We didn't get the Hierophant in this reading, so I don't know why this couldn't have been the Hierophant, but it was the devil. And the funny thing is, as I've mentioned 200 times in this reading, I watch other tarot readers. And every time I watch a Taurus reading, I would say legitimately 9 out of 10 readings that I'll listen to in a week, the devil shows up. I mean, there's been 1 or 2 in the past month that haven't had the devil card. I think there is something between Taurus and Capricorn, because a lot of the other readers that I watch, I'm not going to get into it because I'm not getting that sense from this, but it's very much like a, not necessarily one-sided, but it's very deep connection, okay, with a Capricorn. Granted, the devil can also mean a lack of self-control. It can mean addiction. It can be you being a dick again, right? I'm guessing because this was focused on other people, I'm putting my money on a Capricorn right now. And I don't know what about that Capricorn. It's almost like this person doesn't even show up until you're like deep on this journey or deep into this project or whatever it is that you're working on. But when they show up, okay, I was so focused on the twos. Oh my God, me surprised, but I feel like you got quite a few threes, but maybe it was only 2 threes. But either way, I love it. But 3 of Wands, virtue. It's going to be about staying true to yourself, no matter what happens. If it is a lack of self-control, where you start to lose it, if you have an addiction and it comes to kind of bite you in the ass, you, I think, will have enough power to overcome it. Okay? If you are dealing with a Capricorn, it's headstrong versus headstrong. Okay? You have to stick to your morals. Right? Don't just start playing dirty because they're playing dirty, and don't like start fighting again when you are working so hard not to fight. You need to stay true to you, and you need to do what's best for you. And you see this 3 of Wands, right? All these emotions coming together very nicely. It's like a little bouquet, right? Virtue. Love that. Okay. It could also be more on the Capricorn's end of things, staying true to themselves, right? But interestingly enough, 2 of Cups, love. Okay, again, some kind of like, I don't want to say a deep bond, but there is definitely something going on with the Taurus and a Capricorn. Okay, I confronted a Capricorn in my life. She's one of my best friends. I'm like, bitch, are you stalking me? And she's like, I look at your social media every day. It was honestly precious. And I love her. It could be that. It could be something silly where you don't even know how much you mean to one of your Capricorn friends. Okay. But in the end, that's who's really maybe even been there all this time. Been them true selves. Been that person for you. Been that love. All right. 2 of Cups. That's some serious shit. Especially when the bottom of the deck was the universal hexagram. Okay. Very strange. Good. I mean, that's pretty good for Capricorn, though, if it is Capricorn. Whereas the air sign shit was not looking too good. The fire sign shit was a little mostly good, but that Capricorn card came in solid. So interesting to me. Very interesting. Could even be Earth on Earth relationships in general, but I'm guessing Capricorn. And then 2 of Cups, love. We got all 4 of them. Bam! 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I love that for you and me. Okay. Ace of Wands. Getting it together, feeling your emotions, right? Staying true to yourself and acting on that and staying focused on that and really connecting with that and really keeping this prioritization of the self here. And then reverse interference, reverse failure, dude. That's amazing. Like, when you really do stick to whatever it is you're doing, despite the backlash, despite the fighting, despite the overwhelming feelings or even the underwhelming feelings, when you really stick to your plan right now, you get it all in the end. And everyone shows up for you. And we have peace, change, dominion, love. Like, real fucking shit. Real soulmates, real connections, real bonds, right? Ones that, no matter what, have a very difficult time being broken. But reverse 8 of Swords and reverse 7 of Discs is so dope. Literally, nothing is going to come between you and your money. Period. There ain't going to be no interference. There ain't going to be no more conflict, no more arguments, right? Not forever for everything, but all this stuff, resolved, done, not going to come up again. Oh, I dropped it. Yep, bye. And then reverse 7 of Discs, failure. There's no more of that financial loss bullshit. No more Taurus being broke shit. No more what do I do to manifest money? Nope, we are done with all that. Oh my God, yes. I love that for us, okay? Absolutely. Love that for us. Goddamn 40 minutes later. I am so sorry. I did not mean to make that so long. It's the cards, you know? So it was somebody I don't know that well. Belphegor. All right, so what's going on with the money, with the work, with the career? Belphegor. Beware of inspiration that seems too good to be true and ideas that seem like easy money with little work required. Don't get too caught up in anybody else's bullshit because they might be trying to pull something on you. Offering you something sweet, but really it's 10 of wands. It is not what it seems, okay? So I would just be careful. Inspiration that seems too good to be true seems very strange. Because I want to say follow your dreams, but Belphegor says otherwise. I don't even really have any inspiration, so like, oh, come on, kick me while I'm down. Ideas that seem like easy money with little work required. Just might be more work than you expect it to be, right? I feel like that's the overall message is, Interesting take. Doesn't say much, and I'm not struggling to interpret it, but I guess I'm digesting it myself because I'm like, I kind of get that. I'm expecting to work, though, really hard on what I'm doing, so I hope you're in that mindset, too. I think in the last Taurus reading, it was talking about Taurus relaxing and chilling and not doing anything. And I think that phase is over, where I think, you know, you're not going to want to carry that mindset into if you're doing a new job or even into Aquarius season, right? I feel like got to wrap that attitude up in the next couple days and get back to real work. You know, maybe we weren't grinding as hard, but now the hustle's here. So it's about to be a lot on your plate. All that shit, you only get it when you really put in the work, okay? Eternal love. Love is love is love, and it transcends physical death. Again, with these fucking strong-ass bonds with people, okay? I don't really know much about, like, technical terms for these things, but I'm sensing, like, karmic shit, you know? Soulmates, right? Partners, twin flames, all that stuff. I feel like you've got them all in your life. I feel that for myself, so I wouldn't be surprised if y'all feel that for yourselves. It's always been that way for me, and I just, for sure, I think for a long time I didn't understand it, you know. People are often comfortable with me very quickly, and my bonds tend to be very strong. A lot of it tends to be really dramatic. I've seen visions of past lives and stuff with certain people, you know what I mean? And even future lives, but hey, story for another time, right? There's some serious work going on in this reality to get to your next reality, okay? And then we have zombie control. So I think it's possible that you are maybe using something too much as a crutch, and it's kind of warping your brain. For me, it's just, you know, scrolling, watching TV. I'm like obsessed with British Bake Off right now. Great British baking show. It's so fucking good. I can't stop. That kind of thing. I'm also sensing that because we're talking about these really strong soul bonds, I think it's fair to address that some of them aren't necessarily good things. Some people are here to I don't want to say control you, but not everyone's going to have good, pure intentions for you. And just because you have a connection with someone in other lives, nothing about that says it's a good connection. Okay? We don't know who we are to each other unless you go to Akashic Records, which I don't do that. You gotta find someone else to do that, you know, like, whatever. Again, I have my own past life visions with people, and I do believe bonds can change. Okay? But if you feel very connected to someone and they're not treating you right, then that connection, it might just be like that. You know? So, yes, this could be some kind of addictive behavior, but I'm guessing it's more about the people situations. Okay? That's just my guess. Anyway, I'm trying to do channel messages, but I really feel like that's it for Taurus. I'm going to check in one time, but gotta sneeze. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Sorry, I didn't know how long it was going to take me to get that sneeze out. But I just sneezed twice. Okay, forgiveness, reducing burden. You have to forgive yourself for not knowing, and you might have to forgive others for also not knowing. They may not know how they hurt you. They may not understand your past lives. They might not understand or feel these bonds, right? Forgiveness is hard. You know, I am quicker to become apathetic than empathetic in scenarios in which I've been hurt. Right? But I've hurt so many people. We all have. You know, ain't nobody better than anybody else. And I don't mean we as Taurus, I mean we as people. I was going to say, even the nicest people have done the most rotten things. It's just time to forgive. For me, I forgive a lot of bullshit that I shouldn't. Where it's like, ooh, bad boundaries. And not necessarily hold grudges, but again, I just become apathetic if I'm just like, whatever. Be that's fine, bye. But lately I'm really working on forgiving myself, Taurus. Forgiving yourself for being that shitty person, because you're coming into this new thing and you're getting better, and there might be people who want to hold your past against you, and they may never forgive you, but you need to forgive them and you need to forgive yourself. Yeah, forgiveness, reducing the burden. We've got too much on our plate, too much on our mind, too much to do. No time for this bullshit. Okay? God damn. Cauldron, synergy and healing. Goes right along with forgiveness, because Cauldron, mix some shit up. Stir the pot, baby. Just do it. Okay? Synergy, coming together with other people, working together, combining your energies, I suppose I would say, and just sharing, in embracing one another. 47. Oh my God, this is going to be like an hour long. I think that ties in really well, especially with healing there. Yeah, that's what the forgiveness does, right? You can finally sit down and have a meal, create something new. I almost thought, my first thought was draw up a contract for some reason. I don't know how that's relevant. And then skeleton, strength. Okay, so carry on, keep going, keep standing, right? I'm like, don't be spineless. And it's like, no, I'm not spineless. I have a broken spine. Probably not really. Just a little silly, you know. All right. Maybe it's funny. I have been injured many times, not very long ago. And so my bones specifically are just, I mean, it hurts. The cold hurts. Some certain days hurts. Certain part of my moon cycle hurts, okay? Certain activities hurt, right? So when I see this skeleton strength, I'm taking this very literally for myself. And maybe you are too. You know, long months of quarantine, you haven't been moving as much. You don't even realize once you start moving again, it's gonna hurt, okay? Even when I stay active, like I said, I've just had some bad injuries, so I gotta stay strong in my bones, all right? But also, you know, whatever, mentally and shit. Okay. Last minute things for Taurus. We can wrap this up already. I'm not hearing much joy. Rejoicing in the present. Yup. Forget the future. Forget the past. Live this moment as my last. Okay? Joy. There's only us. There's only this. I usually sing, but I just had to recite that one, I guess. Really letting go. The forgiveness and the healing and the love, you know. It's going to be just enjoying right now. Don't get too caught up in the drama. Forget these people. Forget that shit. Forget it all, man. And just think about what you're doing right now. The witch. The earthly weaver of the worlds. Alright? Love that for her earth sign girl. Okay. She's cute, I guess. Again, with these bonds and these powerful connections, these people that you're dealing with might be a little more unaware. All right. And it's up to you to not necessarily educate them, because that sounds a little in your face, but at the same time, right. It's up to you to do a little alchemy here and bring them together. Receiving the messages, understanding the bonds, and facing the karma, I want to say. I'm not really sure if that applies, you know, but it's that kind of vibe, okay? But yeah, the earthly weaver of the worlds. I feel like I can't keep shuffling these. I gotta cut this shit off. Just hearing like a whole bunch of different songs, so I'm guessing there's a lot of alien influence on these messages right now. Like, oh, sorry about that. A little technical difficulty there. 4:44 on the clock. I started this before 4, so I really need to stop. Oh my god, this was so long. Anyway, I'm hearing a whole bunch of songs. God damn it, Taurus, shut up. Book a personal reading. I don't care. I don't care how much is on your mind. I don't care how much is going on. I don't care what you need to know. If you want to learn more about this shit, you need to hit the inbox, bro. Swear to fuck. Scrying, intuition. Trust yourself. Trust your own intuition. Trust my intuition. Hear what I'm saying. Okay? Fuck. This is too much. I have to cut y'all off. And then I shuffle the cards more and I'm like, I gotta cut you off. No, I'm done. I'm not picking the deck back up. I'm not. Scrying. Watching, knowing, thinking, seeing. Okay? And then midnight, the most magical hour of all. That's why my day started at midnight. Okay? I got up yesterday, but I didn't really start getting ready and like gearing up and setting up until about midnight. And I'm telling you, these readings have been lit, okay? Loving it. I'm a night owl. I might have insomnia. It might just be a weird sleep schedule, but either way, yeah. So, yeah, okay. Try to stay up till midnight, do some stuff. Especially if you're in need of real inspiration and not this fantastical bullshit. Anyway, that's it. I do highly suggest that at least one of you, some of you, whatever, lots going on for Taurus. My books are open. Feel free to book a personal reading. All right. I personally am going to be looking more into all of this type of shit because clearly I'm very in tune with it. So hit me up. We'll negotiate. Okay? I love you all. You're great.